Hey everyone, it's your boy, Zach Rogers, aka Bulldog Speed. I totally just stole Dylan Young's line. Um, we're here for race 17 for the Lucas Oil Cup Series. This has been taking so long for me to do, mostly because I have a full-time job. I can't get loud, um, because I usually get loud and excited when I do this stuff, and I don't like to hold back emotion, so I like to be able to do this when people aren't in the house, which most of the time is just like an 8 hour span Saturday night. But I do other stuff besides just offline videos. So I have an online league I usually race in. So, anyways, that's why a lot of videos happen without commentaries because I want to get them done. And I mean, most of them have been pretty much where it's like, I don't really need to commentate this one. I mean, Puco, I probably could have, should have, but I got lazy. Um, but so we're here for race 17. I don't have the standings to look at because I foolishly deleted them after I processed Darlington. So if you guys want to look back yourselves, I guess in another tab. I know I'm asking a lot here. Um, but for Bristol and Sonoma, I will have standings as well as the finale at Homestead. I will keep those. Homestead I have not recorded yet. Dega, which you're seeing now, is of course already been done, as you can see at the bottom. Bristol's been done and Sonoma's been done, so I know who the drivers are that are going to be in contention for Homestead. Now, the command is going to be given. It's not really going to pop up over because it's replay. So I'm just going to talk through this as the cars start up. This is the gold scheme race. Any cars that had a gold scheme, as you can kind of see some of them, you're like, oh, what's that? It's the gold scheme race was decided to be Talladega. I actually strategically picked every car that had a gold scheme in this car set to be picked in the sign-up video initially, so it all worked out perfect. So anyway, let's get to the starting lineup. As you can see, Quentin Moore is on the pole. James Qualls will start to his outside. Alexander Rowe and William Brock are in row 2. Sabrina Rogers, TJ Hanley, row 3. There's one of the gold cars. There's 3 of them actually there. East Rogers, Philip Parker, row 4. Cole Deaver and Johnny Gardner in row 5. The other drivers in gold schemes include Jonathan Zorlin, Danielle Bouchard, Adam Samsel, Darren Blake, myself. Yep, that's it. Okay, myself. What a way to end that. So as you know, the 42 of Cole Baker is the points leader right now, I believe. So it's on the bottom. That should help him out a little bit. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head who else is kind of in the hunt. If memory's right, I believe Julius Anderson should be up there. I believe who the heck's in the 20? John Connor. John Connor should be in the running there. Grayson Ace Vado, I don't know, I might be thinking of like 6 races ago. Matt Haas, I believe for sure. Deanna Jones should be up there somewhere. And yeah. So 38 laps here at Talladega. Probably one of the shortest races I've ever done at Talladega in forever. But knowing this track, we will probably see 1 or 2 big wrecks that will make up this race. So pace car is going to head down. Now, for those who haven't really noticed, because it's kind of hard to notice, I guess maybe, most of the season has been on 4x pit frequency. It was at pit frequency 4x was like what I used to do when I first started. Because when I first started, I didn't know about realism and anything, and I just wanted them to go fast. I remember my first season was 70% AI strength. All the tracks were up to 2.06 for grip, and that was like what you saw. And it was funny because like they were flat out at 70% strength. Oh, I was such an idiot back then when I started. Now I go for realism. And this race was run on, I want to say 100% strength, because 110, it really doesn't change how hard they race. To me, anyway, I think they just race faster, but 100% is fine because you can see they're already over 190 miles an hour. So yeah, I'm still waiting for the NRTD Track Designs 2017 Talladega, because they did an 70s 80 version. They did the 06 version before the repave, but they still haven't released the repave or the 2017 one, which from what I heard about the 06 one, there is supposed to be good AI racing, and I really don't like how on this Talladega that they dive into pit road and they just completely ignore, like if your stall's the first stall, you can just blaze down the first section of pit road at 70 miles an hour while you're slowing down. Like, it does not make sense why it's like that. So I'm hoping to get a 2017 version for hopefully the 2019 Mountain Dew for the Win Cup Series. So hopefully it's done by then, which hopefully it should be. It's also the Kentucky track Smithson's been working on, I think, for 2 years now. 2 years come this summer. I mean, the track looks fine. I don't know what their issues they're having over there, but I don't know nothing about building track, so you know, I just sit here and I wait. Anyway, to the racing, they are 4 wide pretty much everywhere right now. So now on 4X, we should be seeing pit stops every 9 laps. Gardner and Brock are side by side for the lead. Here comes Darren Blake on the inside. Cole Baker, Jordan Grant. Now, by the way, if anyone's wondering, I only leave the top and the bottom black section up, just in case. I don't know. I used to like get rid of it, but like, I don't know. For some reason, I like it showing the speed for you guys and lap times and stuff. I think it shows more information. Anyway, Darren Blake pulling away from the field right now, as they're still 4 wide, about 7 rows there. Only on lap 4. There's John Connor on the bottom. He's got Seth Cole behind him. Blake will lead another lap. As a reminder, I'm trying to think what the last double points race was. I don't believe today is a double points race. I guess I'll check quickly during a wreck if there is one, but I don't think this was a double points race. I know Homestead is, which is what will make the list go from 4 drivers to like a lot. But John Connor to the race lead. Next week's going to be huge because if you miss Bristol, it's gigantic. It's going to have giant implications. I'm drinking a Monster. Seth Cole to the bottom with Kev Shear behind him. Eli Bright is on the inside there. Now they're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Cole will get back to the bottom. Now if you pit every 9 laps, you should make it on 4 pit stops. If you go every 8 laps, you should also make it on 4 pit stops. So right now they are in the clear. As long as these drivers don't go 5 wide, I think we'll avoid a caution. I'm just turning my volume up a little bit. Oh, never mind. And Sekuli is up in the air there. Oh boy, it's the huge one in the back of the field. Well, that will change everything. Seth Cole in the lead. Gilbert on his bumper. And leading it back to the caution will be Matt Haas. I think. Matt Haas? Haas? I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Well, let's take a look at what happened. All right, here's the 5 wide right here. Marty Johnson, Johnny Garner, Cole Baker, Dylan Young, and Tony Green. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold cars up there in the front in formation. Look at that 4 wide gold car formation. And right about, slow down some more. Should be right about here. I think Gardner or Johnson is going to start this. Yep. Johnson's trying to come up. Gardner comes down a bit. Oskin's there too. And here we go. Anderson's going to get in it. Cole Baker, Dylan Young, nowhere to go. Tony Green, Joshua Sakuli. Cole Deaver's going to get a piece. I think, yep, straight down into Jake Rogers. I'm seeing in the back Ace Rogers, Sabrina Rogers. TJ Hanley get involved. Jake Rogers, Charles Sanford, Scarlett Rich, Alexander Rowe, all getting pieces of it. Scarlett Rich getting more of a piece of it. And I don't know why I bothered changing cameras. More, any more people gonna get in it? Oh, James Qualls. Oh, into the 6 car. I think William Brock missed all of this. And Deanna Jones. Let's go on board with the 40 car. On board with the 40 of Deanna Jones. Look at that wreck avoidance. Let's get you to the race restart. Alright, welcome back everyone. So I did a quick check. This is not a double points race. The last double points race was Puco. Just so everyone's aware of that. And then Bristol uses the dirt rules. That's next week. Or next race. As these don't really go by weeks anymore. Kind of like 2 or 3 a week if I can. John Gilbert you're going to be your leader restarting here with 27 laps to go. Matt Haas 2nd, Zach Bilson 3rd, Keith Rich 4th, Seth Cole 5th, Eli Bright 6th, Bouchard 7th, Zach Rogers 8th, Fitzwater 9th, Kev Shear 10th. We still have 37 drivers on the racetrack out of the race, include just Tristan Allen, Scarlett Rich, and Tony Green. So we lost 3 drivers, that's it. Which is kind of surprising because I could have sworn I saw the 73 get in the air a little bit, and he's 36th. So, the green flag is back in the air. So Cole Baker was in that wreck, but he's not out of the race, so he looks like he'll be able to salvage something here. I'm not sure the extent of that team's damages. Let's see who exactly is and is not up to speed. And it looks like there's a decent split right now. See how many cars up here are in the front running. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold schemes out of I think 8. And there's a streamline there from Quentin Moore on back. Let's take a look at that. See, Quentin Moore is leading that line. He's got speed to catch. This is the line behind them. Oh, William Brock has no hood. I think Moore will catch. Hanley's actually kind of losing ground a little bit. But Moore should catch, but I don't know about Rowe and Parker. Because they keep trying to pass each other. So these cars all look like they are up to speed. Now we get back here. Oh, yep, Ace Rogers definitely the first one with this significant damage. There's Sikuli, Gardner, Brock, Young. Young kind of seems a little okay. Walls and Deaver. As Kev Shearer to the front. Quentin Moore has caught up with this pack. That leaves us with 20 drivers vying for this win, if I'm using my English words right. What the hell? Good old phone. Am I using proper English? Yes, I am. Vying is present tense for vie, which is to compete eagerly with someone in order to do or achieve something. See, I've always heard vying used, but I never knew what the hell it meant. Now I know that I can use that. Freaking English major over here. Kidding. Kidding, of course. I am not an English major. As Eli Bright on the bottom for the lead. So these guys pit around lap 9 under yellow. They should have to pit around 16 to 18. That's my broad guess. 3 laps is broad for 4x frequency, guys. Look at those gold cars right up here. Look at this. Look at this screen right here. Look at all that gold. Some darker, some lighter than others. Three wide for the lead. Quentin Moore trying to go to the point. Remember, he was the pole sitter for the race today. John Gilbert on his bumper. Charles Jackson up into the top 5. We are approaching the halfway mark here at Talladega. Take another scan here at the standings. Our group is now up to 25 strong. 26 actually with Charles Sanford joining it. I don't think Rowe has the speed to catch nor the help. So I think he's going to drift back, and then you can see Johnson, Grant, Anderson, Sikuli, Gardner, Ace Rogers, Cole Beaver, Young, Brock, and Qualls are all in their own little world. Bouchard going for the race lead. Let's take a look at spectator camera down the back straightaway. Into turn 3. Kind of even until you get in the corners there. Now we're coming to lap 19. We should see drivers pit soon. We've gone 8 laps since the restart. Bouchard gets a run through the tri-oval, and he's going to go from the high line back to the bottom. Now, if you don't pit in time, you will run out of gas here. I love the spectator camera on this track, though, I must say. And no one's pitting yet. Wow, I'm surprised these guys can go longer on fuel than I anticipated. Bouchard in the lead with Philip Parker behind them. 2 gold Chevrolets on the top. With the Dodge behind them. I should not be tired. It is 11 a.m. And I'm drinking an energy drink, so why am I yawning? Blah, 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 blah. I'm stumbling on my tongue here. Still no signs of anybody needing the pit. $18 laps to go. Well, this is showing us that these cars, they pit now, and then they pit one more time, and they should be good to go for gas. If they could somehow stretch it to lap 24, we could see them go from one more stop. Still no signs of anyone pitting, so maybe they are trying to pit one more time and stretch it to the finish. Zach Bilson to the inside of Gilbert. That's for second. Taking another quick gander at the standings. It is a 26-car group. And then there is a group from 27th to 32nd and a group from 33rd to 37th. But I think Brock might lose that group. There are your groups here. Back to Bouchard in the race lead. And yep, here we go. Some people are going to start diving down. Jackson leads the first group. Remember, if some of these drivers can stretch it, they could cut this run down to a one-stopper. Bouchard stays out one more time, perhaps another time. Coming around off turn 4, Seth Cole and others will drop down. More drivers staying out, so the one-stop strategy might definitely be in play, but if they can all make it from lap 22, this kind of seems a little pointless. This is where you're starting, I'd be starting to get concerned of running out of gas. There's Charles Jackson, Quentin Moore leading out TJ Hanley, Keith Rich Jackson, and Zach Rogers. This is where you're going to be worried, because if you're trying to pit, you got to get to that bottom going into turn 3. Bilson's going to dive down right in front of Quentin Moore. And Bouchard is still staying out. Bilson came down pit road. Bouchard and Jones stay out. Oskin stayed out. Connor stayed out. Anybody else that I'm missing there? I think 12 of Ace Fado, 24 of Andrew Rich. Possibly the 35 of Jake Rogers. Yes, Jake Rogers stayed out too. So 7 drivers have yet to come down pit road. Maybe hoping for a caution here. Maybe they'll lap a lot of the field. I think they should be coming down pit road this time by. No, still no sign of coming down pit road by none of these drivers. So this is very, very interesting. Right now in front of the leaders is the battle for 12th as 11th place Zach Bilson comes out of pit road by himself. Bouchard to the inside. Oh, he might be sputtering. If he gets stuck on the racetrack, this could be bad. Nope, he's going to clear. Bilson's in the way. Here he comes. Here comes the 76 of Danielle Bouchard and others. Oh, and Bouchard gets spun. Does the caution come out? We are still green. Oh, what the H? And Bouchard's not going to get service. He did not enter his pit stall correctly. Ace Vado ended up staying out. Where is the 12 car? There he is. He's still good on gas. And Rich is going high. That means the 12's going to pit. So here comes race leader Grayson Ace Vado. Cole Deaver is coming back down pit road. Now, oh shit, I almost spilled my monster. Sorry for the language, everybody. Now, where is the... Where is Bouchard at? Now, he's coming back on track. Now, this is going to kill his race. But will he make it back to pit road is the real question. And here he comes again, and this is really going to screw up the 76 car's race. Go back here. Here's the lead pack, led by Deanna Jones. Now Eli Bright, John Connor going to her inside as they approach the 7 of Ace Rogers. Bright to the point. Bright's going to get by first along with Hanley and Samsel. There's Grayson Ace Vado. Not sure why Cole Deaver came back down pit road or if he hadn't come down at all. Ace Vado with a huge lead. He was probably able to take less gas into his race car, but it's not a good thing at a track like Talladega. He is going to be swallowed up. As for Bouchard's race, down the drains for sure. There he is coming out of pit road. Top 10 run down to 30th place right now. Could be worse actually. I think some people probably passed him. Or no, is it just Deaver? It is just Deaver. Cole Baker, Marty Johnson have lost the draft. Ace Vado on the back end of the 2 of Dylan Young. Now this is going to help the 12 a little bit. He's getting a little draft. But the leaders behind them are going to catch up pretty quickly here. 2nd to 11th. So we will have an 11 car battle for this race win unless we get a yellow flag before 4 to go. Now there are 3 lap down cars that those drivers back there will have to navigate in order to get to Grayson Ace Vado. But here they come. There's Bilson peeking to the outside of Qualls. Deaver's going to make a move on Dylan Young. He thinks better of it. Here comes Bilson and Bright to the outside. Tongue. No dice. Dylan Young moves up, blocks them. But Ace Vado is right there. Bilson to the inside of Young. Bright stuck on the high side. So let Bilson get to Ace Vado first. They'll be coming to 8 laps to go here at Talladega Superspeedway. they catch Danielle Bouchard, who is, at this point, just hoping that he doesn't get lapped, but it looks like that is gonna happen. Bilson will catch him first, moves to the top, hits the brakes a little bit. That's gonna let Acevedo get back to his inside. Now Bouchard is an up-to-speed race car, and now Chevy working together. He's gonna try and get Acevedo to use him as a pick, but now Seth Cole comes to the bottom, 4 wide, across the start-finish line. Seth Cole to the point. Another 2 Hondas behind him. That's Quentin Moore and Samet Oskin. Next cars the leaders will catch is Cole Baker and Marty Johnson. Here's another pack right here. Sekuli, Grant, Rogers, Gardner, Sanford, and Anderson. By themselves, Rich, Jackson Gilbert, Jake Rogers, Solon Fitzwater, Parker, Blake, and Matt Haas. Hoping for a caution now rather than later. Seth Cole will take 6 to go here at Talladega. Samsel just currently riding behind the 98 as they're 3 wide behind. That's TJ Hanley moving up the 3rd. Acevedo in line on the bottom. As Hanley's going to make a move to the inside of Samsel. Samsel doesn't block, gives the 86 the line. Bilson approaching from behind with a huge run. And he's going to make a move. Hanley's going to block him, though. Now Bilson makes a move to the bottom himself. 3 wide for the race lead. And Bilson will power by both of them to the top spot. 93 Sack Bilson. And they appear to be inching closer and closer to Johnson and Cole Baker. Lap times are 47 seconds. Those 2 drivers are 42 seconds back with 4 to go. It looks like they're gonna catch them on 2 to go or the white flag. Bilson still leading. Acevedo giving him a hard push down the back straightaway. Bouchard and Rich were making a move, but they couldn't get a run. Remember, Bouchard is a lap down car. This pack is all stretched out now, thin, coming to the end of this race. Here they go. They're going to catch Cole Baker and others on 3 to go, actually. It could be now, it could be this lap or the next lap coming to the start-finish line. They're starting to get the draft from those 2 cars in front of them. That's giving the leader a bigger pull, and it's giving the cars behind him a bigger pull. Keith Rich is making a move on Bouchard. No help. Samsel's going to get put to his inside. He's got the draft. Rich doesn't. And they're going to make a move to the outside of these guys coming off of turn 4. But was that the right move? Bilson's trying to get by Cole Baker. Now he's going to get put up top 3 wide as Acevedo's on the bottom for the lead. Rich behind him. Coming to 2 to go. They're side by side. Marty Johnson now. Bilson is trying to get by, but the high line does not seem to be in his favor. He's got Bouchard and Jones for help. Acevedo to the top spot. Kev Sheeran behind, Keith Rich in 3rd, Oskins in 4th waiting. They're waiting. A move down into turns 3 on the white flag will be the move to make, or do you make it now? Keith Rich is peaking on the 12 of Ace Vado. Bilson's going to make a move to the inside of Shearer off of 4. Does he have help? No, he doesn't. Shearer back down in front. Johnson's getting in the way as the white flag is out. It's a 5-car race at the front, with a lap down car to help. Who makes their move win? Ace Vado, Keith Rich, Shearer, Bilson. Who's it going to be? There's the move by Bilson. As I just realized that Shearer is a lap down car. Here comes Keith Rich. Shearer's going to help him. To the inside on the last lap is Keith Rich under Ace Vado. Bilson's got a lap down car in the way. Can they make a move together? It doesn't look like they can. Into the tri-oval. Here comes Oskin with one last ditch effort. Checkered flag wave, so it's going to be Keith Rich at Talladega. The Zach Bilson will end up in second place. Zemet Oskin in third. I don't know why I'm talking in different voices. Seth Cole fourth. John Connor fifth. Ace Vado ends up in sixth. Adam Sampson seventh. Quint Moore eighth. Deanna Jones ninth. And Eli Bright rounds out the top 10. Hope you enjoyed the race in action here at Talladega. You'll see the rest of the race results on your screen shortly, along with the point standings. And I will see you guys soon for the Bristol racing. Guys, it'll probably look really unrealistic and stupid, especially since I just talked about realism in this race. But you are going to see some of the craziest dirt track racing you've seen all season. See ya at Bristol.